Sorry, guys. Unmute yourself. Good girl. Okay, so today we're mostly standing for the first half, then we go down onto the ground. Lots of pigeon poses, so hip openers. So that'll be good. Last week we did lots of tree pose. This week it's pigeon, all the different variations of it. So it'll feel great. I love this flow. So we come up to the tops of our mats, close our eyes, find some space between our feet. Open up across our chests and just make our way into our mountain poses. Taking a few deep breaths in and out. You can let the breath go out your mouth for these first few. Relax your shoulders, your jaw, let go of your morning. Taking some breath. Breathing in some healing. Breathing out any tension today. Making sure throughout our practice to really focus in and honor any parts of our body that might need a little extra attention. So if there's any injuries. Let's start our flowing mountain. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, bring our hands down towards the earth again. Inhale, reaching up, touching the thumbs together. Exhale, bringing the hands back towards the earth. Each and every time we're reaching up for the sky, grounding down through the soles of our feet. Just like at home, you're reaching up for something on the top shelf. You want to ground down and anchor your core. Or get someone taller to do it for you. One more flowing mountain. We'll turn this into a flowing chair pose. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, sitting back into our chair. Warming up, starting with not a super deep bend in the knees. Going as deep as you want to. We'll try to keep our hips above our knees though. Our hips are shifting back, letting go of your morning. You can add in more layers by reaching your arms longer, deepening the bend in your knees. Or if you're taking care of those knees, not bending them quite as much, even just a small bend is fine. One more. We'll be holding it down in chair pose with our hands on our knees. Going through a cat and cow standing, exhaling into cat, rounding out our shoulder blades, tucking our tailbone under. We're almost holding onto our knees, pulling away, and then turning the tailbone up and drawing the elbows around the rib cage so the hands come off the knees and we open up across the chest. Exhale, roll back into your cat. Inhaling into cow. A few more rounds of that. You get your quads firing up well. Another pose to add into your daily routine. One more cat, one more cow, and we'll turn this into a flowing forward fold. I know your quads are feeling it. Reach up, breathe in, breathe out, right into our full fold. And inhaling up, exhaling, hinging forward. Matching our movements to our breath and going at your own pace. Letting go of any judgment today or competition. One more flowing forward fold. We'll be holding it down in our forward fold, letting our head be heavy, shaking our head gently no again to any judgment, and nodding our head yes. Focusing on the breath. Halfway up, breathing in, folding, breathing out again. 4 more of those. The shoulders go away from the ears. The belly button comes up towards the spine. We have a little bend in our knees. Last one, holding it down in your forward fold. Let's inhale, go to all fours. Exhale into our cat and cow. Now pulling through that from all fours. Anchoring down into the knees, the tops of the feet, our hands. One more. Warm up the the hips by doing some hip circles. Right hip goes out to the side, back towards the heel, and then come back to on all fours. Left hip goes out to the side, back to that corner, to the heel, and in. Making those circles now side to side, like a figure eight. Each time coming right back to that tabletop or all fours. Last one. Warm up those hips nicely for lots of our pigeons today. All right, back to child's pose, or you can move up into downward dog if you feel like a little more. All right, straight away into our oh my goodness, I say do it all the time. Half series. Come forward into our plank, and we'll go down onto our bellies. Open up into our cobra. And maybe just a little baby one at first. Exhale back down to the belly. We press the earth away. Hips and chest come up. And we go back to child's pose. Let's do it again. Inhale forward. Our elbows point back, and we slowly lower down to the belly. Open up into cobra. Back down to our bellies. Press the earth away. Those elbows are pointing back. Come up and back. All on your own now. No right or wrong. Just flow at your own pace. So take a little rest even in child's pose. We'll meet in child's pose or downward dog. With your breath, meet me there. Feeling some space across our lower back. Looking up between our hands, let's bring our right foot to the outside of our right hand. Shift it forward, so shift that left hip flexor towards the mat, and then shift back, toes go up. Forward and back, so you can put blocks in your hands or fists for wrists here. That's warming up our hip. Could be not so great for your knees, so we'll only do one more. And then switch. Left foot comes up. Make sure it's far enough up there that your knee doesn't come in front of it when that you shift forward. And then you take those hips and reach it back towards the back edge of your mat. Next one. We'll make our way to all fours on an inhale. Exhale to downward facing dog. Pedaling our feet here, pressing the earth away with our hands. You're in downward dog for about 10 breaths. Modification to be in all fours or child's pose, reaching your heels towards the mat. Feel that stretch down the back of your legs. Once we press into both of our hands and open our chest. Looking up between the hands, you can walk up to the hands or jump up to the hands. Halfway lift, we'll breathe in. And we'll breathe out. All the way up, breathe in. We'll bring our hands to our hips and do those hip circles here standing. So make some more space between our feet. We'll do one hip over to one side and then the other. I think it feels better on all fours, but we'll add this one in. Just a couple. Bring it back in. We'll bring our feet back to underneath our hips. So that's about 2 of your fists approximately. If you put those between your feet, that's about your hip distance. Breathe in, reach up. We'll come onto the feet, up onto the toes. Breathe out, come back down. Breathe in, sweep up. Breathe out, go down. Close your eyes if you want to try that. Anchor through the feet. Last one. Taking our hands to our heart and stepping that left foot back that's turned towards the windows. Move on to our moonflowers. Breathe in, reach up, breathe out, bend our elbows, bend our knees, we come down. Inhale up, exhale down. Thinking about today what maybe defines a successful yoga practice for you. And letting that go. Just enjoy each moment, each breath with no expectation. One more. right to hinge into our rainbow sunflowers. Down we go. Breathe in, sweep up. Breathe out, down. Amazing. Keep on going, making sure to bend the knees. This is a really good hip warm up again. A few more. Last one, step it back up to the tops of our mats. Breathe in, reach up. So now flowing, bring the left foot forward. Left foot forward. Hands are still up. And then we shift all the way back, hands go out like wings. Whew. Bring it through again, hands reach up. Let's do a few more of those. So our right knee isn't locked. Go through. Just like a pendulum. Hinging up. Now last one, and we'll switch our feet. Right, other foot. So hands are up, foot is forward. We'll flex through here, and then as we make our way through, you can point if you want to. Ooh, if you come on Wednesday, it's Pilates instead. I want to try Pilates. Last one. Oh, that is tough. Bring it up, bring the right knee into chest. Stretch our back. Point your toes down. Ankle rotations. Balance on a Monday. And then we'll do the other side. Let's grab underneath our knee instead of on top. I mean, you can if that really feels better for you, but that does strain your knee ligaments a little bit. Amazing. Time for a little bear flow. Good for our hips. So a little bit more space normally between our feet. We'll breathe in, bring our hands together up top. Breathe out, over to one side. All the way back up. Over to our other side. Back up, a little back bend. And then a full fold. The right hand will be down towards the mat. And the right knee will bend. Left arm will reach up. Other side, so we're bending the left knee, reaching the right arm up. Now we come into bear pose. We bring the belly to the thighs, clasp the hands together, and reach them long, looking down at the mat in front of our toes. Arms go out wide now, like a bird. It's actually called albatross. Engage the core. Stand up into mountain pose, hands by our sides. And we'll do that a few more times. Inhale, reach up, clasp the hands. Exhale, tip over. Inhale, extension again. Exhale, tip over. Inhale, extension. Exhale, small bend. Exhale, all the way forward fold. Right hand down, right knee bends. Inhale, left hand up. Exhale, come back to that forward fold. Other knee bends, left hand down. Inhale, reach up to our twist. Exhale to bear pose, bend the knees, belly to thighs, arms reach long. Inhale to albatross, arms go out wide. Exhale, stand into mountain. And again, inhale, sweep up. Exhale, tip over. All the way up and over. If you're taking care of your back, you could bring your hands to your elbows, reach up, tip back, full fold, exhale. Bend the left knee this time, left hand down, right hand up. Inhale, exhale, fold, other side, inhale. Exhale to bear pose, big deep bend in our knees, resting our belly there, arms long. Inhale, albatross. Exhale up in the mountain. Got a nice warm up before our sun salutations. So there's a fan there, there's a fan there. If you want a fan, give her. I'm going to turn one on for me. It's hot and warm. Okay. Let's get started. Sun salutations time. Nothing different about it, just our regular one. Turn our music up. Be up at the tops of our mats. in our mountain pose. So that is a pose that starts each and every sun salutation. Let's give a little salute to the sun. Big breath up, reach up. Exhale, dive and fold. Halfway back up, breathe in, engage the core in the back. Exhale, fold again. Bending our knees, left foot goes back. Your knee can be up or down. Inhale to your lunge. Exhale to child's pose, maybe downward facing dog, your choice. You can stay here and rest, or let's flow into that half series. Forward, down, up dog or cobra. Take your time. You'll be meeting back in downward dog or child's pose. No rush. When you're ready, gazing up between the hands. Our right foot coming up between the hands. Rise to lunge. Breathe in. Exhale, pushing forward, fold. Space between our feet, halfway up, hands on our shins, or maybe behind our knees. Fold again. All the way up, standing extended mountain, reaching to the sun. Exhale to chair pose. All the way back up. Exhale to mountain. And let's do that again. Inhale, sweep the sky. Exhale, dive and fold. Halfway up. Fold, breathe out. Bending our knees, right foot back. Find your lunge. Rise up, inhale. See if the eyes will close. Downward dog or child's pose. Holding here, or we'll flow into a plank. You can hold or go to your belly or halfway. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog or your belly, then down dog. Left foot coming up between the hands. Take your time. Your back heel is high. Rise up to your lunge. Exhaling, forward fold. Push off your back foot. Halfway up. Fold again. Inhale, sweep to sky. Exhale to chair. Back up, inhale. Exhale to mountain. We've got about 4 more. Inhale, rise up. We will add our jump back. Exhale, dive. Not on this one yet. Halfway up. Breathe in, shoulders away from the ears. Long neck. Hold again. Bending knees, left foot back. Find your lunge. We've got a bend in our front knee. Our back heel's pretty high. Exhale, down dog. Or child's pose. And then choose to rest here, my friends, or flow through all on your own. Into your plank. Or rest with me in down dog. Making your way back to down dog. Up between the hands, right foot comes up. Take your time getting it there. Anchor into it, then rise up to lunge. Forward fold, breathe out. Halfway up. Fold again. Sweep to sky. Exhale to chair. All the way back up. Exhale to mountain. We've got just one more, I guess. Rise up. Exhale, dive. We'll try our jump back this time. Halfway up. Hop, step, or jump. All the way back to plank or chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Breathe in. Shine the chest. Back to down dog. A little different. Left foot comes up between the hands. One lunge. We come back up. Now we go right back to plank or chaturanga. Breathe out. Hold or flow into up dog or cobra. And meet back in down dog. Right foot up between the hands. One lunge. Breathe in. Amazing. Breathe out. Back to plank or chaturanga. Up dog or cobra, or hold your plank. Downward dog. Looking between the hands, hop stepping or walking up between the hands. Halfway lift, breathe in. Oh, wait, fold, breathe out. One, sweep all the way up. Exhale, chair. All the way up. And into mountain. All right. Our warm up is done. Our sun salutations are done. Now we can move on. a drink. Good time to grab it. We'll do a triangle pose flow. So all of these poses really good for our hips today. Strengthening them at first, and we'll stretch. All right, right foot forward. Your left foot lunging back. As we straighten out this right knee, we'll turn that left heel down onto the mat and open up. Open up across our chest. Breathe. So this leg is right leg is relatively straight without locking your knee. So there's some give there. Reach our right arm forward and we'll hinge down into triangle. Breathe. If you're taking care of your back, just tuck your hand back behind you instead, or if you're taking care of the shoulder. We should feel this in your right leg, the back of your right leg, up into your groin or into your hip area. Let's bring our left hand just onto our top left hip, just to give yourself a little anchoring. Draw your left foot in about a foot. We'll be turning our chest now towards the right toe. So now facing towards the mat and bringing our hands back behind us for chest expansion. It's that little dive forward. So if that doesn't feel nice, you have your hands on there, just resting on your back, opening your heart. Rising up into warrior one, bending our right knee, rising our arms up into warrior one. Sinking into our feet. If you feel a little off, just walk that foot back a little bit to put more depth into your warrior one. Closing our eyes. Bring our right hand forward, take the left arm back. We open up into warrior two. Still bending our right knee and stacking our shoulders on top of our hips. Close your eyes. The pelvic floor is strong, steady. Our breath is big, full. Moving right into a plank pose. So we'll frame the front foot, lift our back heel. Step the right foot back to plank. Holding here in your plank, taking a rest, or we'll do that little plank flow that we did last week. Come down to your forearms. Give our wrists a break. Our back side. So you see mine right now, it's too high for a plank. You want to bring it down around your hip level. Or put your knees down. If your breath is left, put the knees down. Take our left hand out into our goalpost. Try not to open up your left hip. It's not getting easier. Back to the forearm plank, other side. Now the left foot will go out. We'll try to keep our butts from getting high. Right foot out. So we're in a wide forearm plank with our feet. Then we walk those feet back in and in. Child's pose. Take a rest. Woo. All right, so we'll do that triangle sequence on the other side. We'll being inhaling to all fours, exhaling downward facing dog. We're going to add in a wide leg forward fold. Let's bring the left foot up between the hands. Right heel down. We'll rise all the way up with your right hand. So come up, straighten out the front leg, and then turn your left toes as well towards the long edge of your mat or that long wall. So both of our toes out. Wonderful. And then forward fold, exhale. And let your head go towards the mat. A little bend in our knees. Use the weight of your body to deepen your pose. engage the core, come about halfway back up. Take our gaze towards your left toe, should be the top toe. Turn it towards the front of the mat. And rise up into our triangle pose on the other side. Yep, perfect. Left toes are forward towards the short edge. Right toes towards the long edge. We reach forward with that left hand and hinge down into your triangle pose. Our hips are reaching back towards the back edge of our mat. So we don't want to be here, but here. So feel it there, feel it right there. From our triangle pose, now moving into bringing the chest towards the front leg, hands back behind us. Still pretty straight through our legs, making sure that we have a bend. This is revolved triangle. Bending our left knee, reaching our arms up, all the way up, bring our chest up into warrior one, sinking into our legs. Close your eyes. Making sure that we're pressing into both of our feet this morning, like you're trying to create some space in your mat. Warrior two, opening up. Adjust your back foot if it feels a little bit better. You're never stuck. So you can always adjust or take a little bit off. Right now, our left knee is bending, our shoulders on top of our hips, and our head is reaching long. Our shoulders relax from the ears, and our fingers reaching in opposite directions. On our exhale, going right to a plank and down onto our forearms. Choose if you'd like to bring your knees up or off the mat. And we'll do the opposite this time. We'll start with the feet. Right foot out. Then left foot out. And then bring it back in. Right in, left in. Now the right hand goes out into that goal post. Back to center. Other side. Back to center. Drop down onto the belly. We'll stretch our core. In our Sphinx pose, so forearms down, chest up. Nice and long. Let's stretch our neck. We're just warming up a bit. Take our chin towards our right shoulder. Trying to look back at that back ankle. All the way back to center, over to the other side. Bring it back in. We'll drop the chest towards the mat. Press the earth away. We'll meet back in child's pose for a little break for our next sequence. Inhaling to all fours, exhaling, downward facing dog. Walking our hands towards our feet this time, towards the back of our mat into forward fold. We'll halfway up. Fold, breathe out. All the way up, breathe in. All right, so let's take our right hand under our right thigh. And we'll open up this thigh, just pointing and flexing our toe. Our other hand can anchor your hip. Bring it out. Switch hands. Your right hand goes out and we're working towards trying to look down our right hand. Bring that right knee back in front, straight out, flex the right foot, and we'll bring it up and above that. Left knee, bend your left knee, we go into pigeon pose. So here's where the fun, the deliciousness starts in our hip. This should feel really good. You have your hands at your heart or reach them long. Anyone wants to deepen the pose, you can work on At lunch times, we're working on some arm balances. And one of them is bending your left knee a little more, bringing your hands to the mat. Trying to get as close as we can to the mat. So you must bend the supporting leg to drop your backside down a bit. Come up, we'll do the other side. Woo! Lift our right hip, or left hip, sorry, out to one side. Our other arm is long. We'll do some ankle mobility. Although this ice is leaving soon, I hope. I can dream, bring it around. There's so many memes online about left with snow. Left knee goes across now, and left arm out. Look towards the left hand. Bring our chin back, bring the knee back in front, flex the left foot, bring it above the knee, and then we sit into our pigeon pose. Bending our right knee, and the hips go back a bit, heart is up. You can stay with that, or if you want to just work on reaching towards the mat, you can. Blocks can go underneath your hands. Almost there, we're almost to the floor. All right, I'll let you go to the floor now. Big breath up, rise up, dive and fold, exhale. Halfway up, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. All right, taking our right foot back, right knee down onto the mat. As we shift our hips back, we're bringing our nose towards our shin. So we're shifting back, nose towards the shin this time. Forward and back. Breathe. Crescent low lunge, hamstring stretch. We'll come to all fours. So bring that left hand on the inside, sweep your foot around. Take the left foot out. And we'll do cat and cow in this position, focusing mostly on the lower body. So feel your pelvis tip up and then tuck under. And notice the feeling of your left leg where it joins into your body. Loosening up. Last one. We'll bring the knee in and towards the nose. Cat, tuck, and then tiger tail. Heel goes up. And now flowing through that, just on this left side. Exhaling and inhaling on the open. Nice one, good job. Child's pose, exhale. Stay here for 4 or 5 breaths. Reconnecting with your breath if you've lost that connection. Bringing back our awareness. Looking up between the hands, we'll be doing pigeon pose now, bringing the left knee to the back of that left wrist and off onto an angle. So your right kneecap is still on the mat, and so is the top of your right foot. So just on a little bit of an angle with that leg coming out to the side. We're going to go up and down with our arms. So down we go, and then we'll push on up. Exhaling down, inhaling up. Great job, everybody. We have a few options now. We can stay up, or you can bring your forearms to the mat. If you feel like you'd like a little support, place a block underneath your left cheek. Bringing our right elbow over across to that left knee, twisted pigeon. Block could be pretty handy here too if you wanted it to support the shoulder, your right shoulder. A few more breaths. Unravel your pigeon. We'll come on up. Maybe cup hands to take some of the pressure off your wrist, and we start to bend and straighten our right leg. So if you get a cramp in your hamstring, then you're going to want to pull back a little bit. Right, and if you'd like to, reach back with either one hand or both, or you can switch which one feels good for you, and the other arm will go up into our king pigeon. So that's our peak pose. If it doesn't feel good, we're just going to go be in our regular pigeon, be reaching up with both arms instead. Frame the knee, tuck the toes, child's pose. Oh, the rhymes, right back to child's pose. We'll be doing that nice long sequence for your right hip now on the other side. Bringing the right foot up between the hands. As we, well, first we're going to warm it up first. Shift it back, toe comes towards the shin, forward and back on this side. You feel a stretch in your lower back as you sit back and your hamstring, a stretch in your left hip flexor. Top of the move. Great job. Let's bring the right hand inside the right foot, come to all fours. And some space between our knees. Time for that cat and cow with your right foot out this time. Feet down. Moving to cat and cow here on this side, warming up your right hip. Modify for your wrists if it feels better for fists. Really focus on your hip joints. The ball and socket on your right hip. All right, we'll bring that right knee back in, right towards the nose, a little crunch, and then the opening up into our tiger tail and the crunch. Modify, take rests. That feels a little better for this Monday morning. Child's pose, breathe out. Lots of space in our lower back. And massage our foreheads down towards the earth. Time for our pigeon flow on the other side. So your right knee moving to the outside of your right wrist or just slightly behind it. So it's on an angle. Your left kneecap on the mat. And we'll flow up and down. Hopefully feeling that in your right knee or your right hip area. Last one, you can stay up or come to your forearms. You can stack your fists, let your head rest on them. Time to twist or stay. If you're loving pigeon, this is a great pose. Or bring your left elbow across, stack the palms, we find our little twist. orientation would be to bring that right hand back behind you. Bring it back. We'll bring our hands in front of us or reach our arms up. So here's the variation. This is King Pigeon variation. I want to show you one more before we try the other one. So if you're feeling unsteady in that one, this block goes underneath your backside so that you can rest your backside on it and come up. This gives you a little extra love. There you can any kind of love you want. All right, so you can be here, here, or bending your back knee, reaching your hand for your back foot, and the other arm goes up. See, that block comes in handy. Oh, almost there, my friends. Let's make our way to child's pose. Take your time. We're getting towards the end of class. Take a little child's pose here, and then we'll be rolling right over onto our backs for supine pigeon. Inhale up to all fours. Exhale, drop down onto one hip. Sweep your feet around to the front. Massage your backside here on your mat a little bit. And then make our way into supine pigeon. It's also known as figure four. We'll start left knee bent. And today the right foot straight to start with. The left foot is nice and strong and flexed. Stay here or bend that left knee now. Or I am so sorry, guys. You have your left foot on bent, so you're bending your right knee. Now it's more that figure four, and if you wanted to, you could reach for the back of your right thigh to increase the intensity. We'll bring our knees to 90 degrees. I'm moving to happy baby before we do the other side. So our knees come outside of our rib cage. The soles of the feet are facing up towards the sky. There's space between our ankles. Into our happy baby, you can reach for either the backs of your legs or the tops of your feet and rock in your happy baby. Overall, this is a really good beneficial pose for your lower body in general. Try to keep the whole back down on the mat. And we'll hold our happy baby. Moving into our figure four, our supine pigeon on the other side. Taking the right knee, bending it, taking that ankle across to the opposite thigh. You can start with your legs straight if you'd like to, the opposite leg straight. And when you're ready, and only if it feels okay, bending that left knee. Breathe. Letting go of tension that may have built up in our face, our cheeks at this point. Awesome job. Let's bring our knees back to 90 degrees. Open up our wings now so our hands extend out to the sides, palms up. Dropping our knees over to one side. Into a twist, so our knees are together, somewhat together. They don't have to be though. Our shoulder blades anchored. Let's see at least. Nice deep twist towards the end of the class. All the way over to the other side. Take your time. Come back to 90 with the knees. Drop them over. Unwinding, wringing out our weekends. Feeling very stretched and strong to our hips today. Draw those knees back towards our chest now. A little rock, side to side. Rocking on our lower back. And then settling into our Shavasana today. Have some space between your feet. Your legs can be long down your mat, or you can be taking care of your back by having your knees bent. Anyone would like an eye cover, I can bring you one. Just raise your hands or enjoy the sun this morning. Starting to notice the overall softening of your body. Feel the weight down onto the mat. Starting to soften our face. For some of us, this pose is the hardest one of all. The one where it's okay to rest and relax, to be still, to find some stillness today. Inhaling slowly and smoothly. Letting go of tension with each breath out. Some space between our teeth. Feeling your breath flowing in and flowing out. Softening your face to allow the breath to flow smoothly in and smoothly out. Softening our eyes, noticing the weight of our eyelids on our eyeballs. The space between our eyebrows, free from tension. Feeling our shoulder blades sink down into the support of our mat. We find some space across our chest. The collarbones widening. Let your entire body feel relaxed and heavy, weighted and secure, safe and warm. Letting any distracting thoughts today float away. Our meditation today on gratitude. Feeling gratitude today for our friends and our family, for their love and support, however it may be given to you. Feel gratitude for the community that surrounds and supports you. Everyone from your grocer to your hairstylist, your dentist, your doctor, your neighbors, co-workers, teachers, person that serves you your favorite treats. Allow your heart to expand to not only include your family and friends, but your community as well. Gently breathe in, and as you exhale, allow your hips to soften and relax. If it feels okay, you can rock them back and forth, side to side, to release any tension if that feels right today. Feel gratitude this morning for your creative mind, for your dreams, desires, and the passions that inspire you to feel deeply. Inhale, feeling your belly expand. Exhale, letting your belly relax and soften towards your spine. Feel gratitude for the food that nourishes you and makes you strong. Feel gratitude for your sense of self that defines who you are and allows you to serve the world in your own special way. Soften your ribs, your back, and the area that surrounds your heart. Feel your heart expand as you feel gratitude this morning for the beauty of nature all around, for the trees, the plants, the flowers, the creepies, the crawlies, for all the creatures that share this great and beautiful world. Relax your shoulders. Soften your arms. All the way down to your fingertips. Swallow and relax your jaw, your mouth, your tongue, and your cheeks. Feeling space between our teeth. Feel gratitude for your gift of communication and all the ways you express yourself and share your story with the world. Soften your eyes and your forehead. Allow the forehead to be free and clear. Feeling gratitude for your intuition, the little voice inside that guides you on the right path, the good path. Feel gratitude for all the times you have listened and tuned into this wisdom from within. Softening the top of your head and sense the connection around you through your breath. Feel connected to all those around you and to something larger than yourself. Feel gratitude for the connection that makes you whole, complete. Feel a deep sense of peace and contentment surrounding you today, even outside of our practice. Take a few gentle breaths in and out. And when you're ready, opening your eyes and feeling gratitude for all that surrounds you today. Moving our fingers, our toes, moving our head side to side, making some small movements before you're ready to roll over. No rush, take your time. We roll over onto one side and slowly make our way up into our easy seated position. You can be back in your crisscross or legs out. Let's take a few deep breaths in, filling up with gratitude today. Exhale, drawing that deep down into our heart. Exhale. A few more, inhaling and exhaling. Last one. Feels nice for you. We'll take a little bow towards the earth. Namaste. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. I hope it's amazing. Hope it's stays this sunny all day long.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Turn this recording on. Goodbye, YouTube.